Are you here? He said, this is how we will know that we dwell in him and he dwells in us. He has given us of his spirit. So the measure of his spirit that we carry in our spirit is a proof that we dwell in him and he in us. Are you there? He dwells in us by his spirit. That's the proof. So there's a measure of God that is available in us, which is the indwelling dimension. And we're going to look at what we are capable of by reason of this investment that God has made on our lives. I like us to be very practical because God is practical. All right, so my nation is divided into 6 geopolitical areas. And there is one of those areas that is heavily Islamic, and it's not a good place for a Christian to work because you can be killed. So I was posted to that place. So I began to intercede every night because you need to see the next day before the next day arrives.
That's right.
I had to heighten my intercessory discipline so that I can build on my sensitivity to know when to stand, when to sit, when to walk away, and when to run, as the case may be. So, secondly, there is a dress code. The people culturally dress in a certain way, so you will need to go and get some of their clothes and dress like them, so that it will be difficult to distinguish that you are not their kind. In the office where I worked, there were like 50 people in the complex. I was the only Christian. So you can imagine, and these are hostile guys. These guys are not friendly people. And you need to work with them. You need to visit this person's office to get some data. You need to visit that place to get some stuff. And every day is a bad day because they're just wondering, why is this one? Why are you here? Why? You need grace to survive in that atmosphere. So it came to pass that one of the Muslim people working with me complained to me and said, my wife is barren. The doctors have checked and it's medically impossible for her to give birth. I said, I just might have a cure for that situation. So I shook him. And I said, go and lay these hands on your wife's stomach and say what you desire. 2 months later, she took it. She gave birth to his son. You know, in that environment, the way you evangelize is by miracles. It's not God loves you. No, they don't even know what love is. Never experienced it. Imagine a family of 4 wives and 6 children from the first wife, 4 children from the second wife. Just imagine that. You can raise a football team from that arrangement. There's no love there. So when you come preaching and say, okay, God loves, they don't understand. The only thing they can understand is a touch that science, that logic cannot explain. So she took in and she gave birth. So the guy started watching me very closely. Maybe to see when I pray, because they will stop work and go for prayers. You will check through the door hole to find, is he praying now? Do you know that before I left that posting, someone had a mental problem in the central mosque, and that guy told them, there's one guy. He's not one of us, but he has power. He can help. It was a difficult decision, but they needed, that person was relevant to them. They needed a touch. At some point, someone will need a touch, and you will be the messenger that will extend the hand of Jesus upon that life. A great door of ministry opened to me in that land, a land that was supposedly a hostile place. A door of ministry opened to me in that place, and it became an exciting place for me. There was no need for me to even disguise and wear their clothing anymore. There are measures of God that we need to carry out to our generation. Someone says, oh, you can't preach to those people. Then I ask them, do they fall sick? If they fall sick, then we can preach to them. It means they have a need that we can meet.